Sometimes the breakup is actually the blessing. Why be so heartbroken about the breakup when you have to remember the reason you broke up? You break up because something ain't going right. You got to free yourself.
Hello, and I wish you peace as you begin this journey of healing following the end of your relationship. I know that this is an incredibly tough time for you. You might find yourself swinging between moments of joy and deep sadness. Emotionally, you may feel exposed and vulnerable. As we embark on this meditation, I encourage you not to force yourself to ignore any emotions that arise, nor should you feel pressured to resolve all your pain during this session. Instead, be kind to yourself and trust in the wisdom of the universe. Know that I, along with many others in the world, have experienced something similar to what you are going through, and we surround you with love and compassion during this challenging period.
If you fall into a big pit and you get really hurt, the first thing you should figure out is how to not fall into big pits anymore.
Now, gently close your eyes. Imagine yourself standing in a valley surrounded by sandstone cliffs under an endless blue sky. The sun has just risen, and there's a gentle mist rising from cacti and rugged trees nearby. In the distance, you hear the call of an eagle. The air feels crisp against your skin, carrying the scent of damp sand and morning wildflowers. As far as you can see, rolling hills and canyons blend with a turquoise sky. This timeless landscape has touched and supported countless lives. Just like the emotions you're carrying inside, this desert sanctuary appears empty, but is teeming with life and untapped potential. At the center of the valley, there's a tall wooden frame with a hand-woven blanket hanging from it. Bathed in the morning light, you can see that it's made up of various colors and textures of yarn, with even clashing colors coming together beautifully. Begin your journey toward it, noticing new details as you get closer. As you approach, you might notice something unique about the blanket. Many loose yarn strands hang from its edges, gently swaying in the breeze, illuminated by the rising sun. As you get closer, you see that the blanket is more complex than it seemed at first. Even though the colors and shapes may seem random, you now realize that everything is working together to create a masterpiece. At the base of the frame, there's a small wooden box with a finely carved lid. Upon opening it, you find a blunt sewing needle and a sharp pair of scissors. You realize that this blanket represents you, your emotions, and your hopes. The threads hanging at the edges are the connections that frayed as you and your partner grew apart. They might seem torn, but they are far from worthless and symbolize personal growth and experiences you wouldn't have had otherwise. You're here now to weave these loose ends back into the blanket, strengthening the fabric and enhancing the intricate pattern. Use them to mend yourself, repairing the worn areas with the lessons and insights you gained during your time together.
You see, if you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who never cut you. And some people will take on this mentality that, I caused this problem. And the reason why my heart is broken is because it's my fault. That might be true, but if you don't begin to pay some attention to this wound, you're gonna bleed out. So regardless of how you got into this state, tonight the only mentality you can take on is you must face the problem. You cannot continue to rationalize the toxic areas of your life.
Incorporate these experiences into your essence as you interlace the threads into the blanket and smile with the understanding that you have grown, blossomed more vibrantly. Realize that you've also added to your partner's life, infusing new colors and patterns into both of your journeys. While this is a time of sorrow and pain, it's also a time of awakening. Be kind to yourself as you navigate through these memories and reflections. There's no need to dwell on the reasons for your breakup or question your worth. It's all irrelevant. You are more than enough. You are compassionate, patient, funny, and full of love, a manifestation of goodness. Imperfections don't prevent love. They are the seeds of wisdom, understanding, and even more love. The universe is full of opportunities for love and companionship, and you must trust that the pain you're feeling now will lead you to a higher level of understanding and vitality, making you a source of comfort, strength, and deep love for all who cross your path. Love is an infinite resource, and there's more than enough for everyone, including yourself. Heraclitus once said, "The only thing that is constant is change." As you weave the loose ends of your blanket, you may come across qualities or interests that your former partner introduced to you and that you now cherish. Perhaps they made you feel comfortable in any situation or introduced you to new experiences. Some of these experiences might have ignited a personal passion, while others are simply reminders of cherished moments. If you've developed a genuine fondness for something you discovered during your time together, weave it into your blanket and allow yourself to embrace your new interests. If it doesn't feel right for this activity or trait to become a part of you, express gratitude for the impact it had in your life. Then, quickly and skillfully trim it with your scissors. Our last quote is from Helen Keller. "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." This is your healing journey, and you have the power to decide which lessons and experiences you want to keep and nurture, and which you want to let go of. Take your time to mend your blanket, stitching in the loose threads that resonate with you and snipping those that don't fit with the tapestry of colors in your blanket. Be gentle with yourself and feel the universe's compassionate embrace as you navigate this transition.